It's June 12th. Pleasant day here in Northeast Ohio. We had a little bit of drizzle earlier, so things are a little wetter than what I thought they'd be this morning. I think I'm gonna have to hold off on my backfill job over there, maybe for another day. Planted a couple trees this morning just for the heck of it. I usually buy trees at the local soil and water conservation district. They once a year they'll sell trees, and they have quite a variety. You can purchase what you want and go pick them up on a certain day. So I do that, then I put them in nursery pots until I decide where I want to plant them. Now I want to try to mow less. I thought of wildflowers having a big area, but it seems like weeds take over and then it looks terrible. So if anybody out there has a suggestion, I'd be happy to hear it. Now, as far as the news, I guess the war is off again. Hard to follow or even believe what you're hearing. It's same way with the inflation numbers and the unemployment numbers. It seems like they lowball them, but I think since before COVID, we got pretty close to a 50% inflation rate. What a lot of people probably don't think about is their month over month numbers just need to be added together, and even if they're lowball numbers, it adds up. So I know some things that I go to the store, it's 100% inflation. They've actually doubled. I suppose some have a lot less, so everything probably averages out to right around 50%. It's a shame. And you think about when you earn the money, if you did save it, then half of it's been stolen from you. And a lot of that money that they printed during COVID to keep the economy from failing, unfortunately went into the hand of scammers. Now we're paying for it, and increased taxes and inflation. I think it was Ben Franklin that once said, our system only works for a moral and religious society, and otherwise we need masters. So, and I paraphrased that, but I think he's right. I think we have masters now ruling us, pretty much doing what they want, and maybe we all shoulder the blame because I think our morals have slipped. Maybe we need to look into our lives and see in what way we can try to, as a group, as a whole, try to increase our morals. So here I found this morning, another turtle nest, I believe. This is right in the middle of my yard, so I'm going to mark it with some spray paint or something. I think I'm okay to mow over it. I just try to avoid running over with the tires. According to what I read, the uppermost legs are probably about 3 inches down, so they are pretty well protected. And when I was talking in a earlier video about cutting things out of your life to save money, I'm talking more about the things that become a habit, not the things that you enjoy. So one other thing that I started doing a while ago was using an air fryer. And that thing really works great compared to heating up the oven. I always tended not to want to do that during the warm periods because it really heated up the house. So it does great mostly for frozen foods. Crispy wings is one of my favorite. I'll heat them up and dip them in buffalo sauce. But it does great for French fries. Mushrooms, breaded mushrooms, mozzarella sticks, all that stuff is really good in the air fryer. And I think it's saving money. So that's it for now. I'm going to try to figure out what I'm going to do next since I can't work on the trench out front. Hope you guys all have a great day. Bye. The sun's been out been windy most of the late morning and early afternoon, and it has dried out this trench amazingly quick, a lot quicker than I thought. I think I'm gonna be able to go ahead and do some work on it today. Hopefully by the end of the day it'll be a wrapped up job. Now earlier I was quoting Ben Franklin. I know I had some wind noise and it was disrupting the audio, so I tried to take a couple pieces of foam and tape them over the microphones, so maybe that'll help. I don't know. I'll find out when I review this video. So here's the trench. I definitely think it's workable, so I will get on that here shortly. I painted a ring around this turtle's nest just to remind me where it is. And as I was doing it, it reminded me, I used to have killdeer make nests in the drive, and they were the funniest birds. They would, she'd come off her nest when you got too near and pretend like she was hurt to drag her wing, make all kinds of squawking noise, trying to lure you away from the nest. And they were really hard to find. They blended in so well. My drive was gravel, then now it's crushed asphalt. And even for a few years before I put the crushed asphalt down, I no longer seen the killdeer. And I guess I kind of forgot about them. But so after painting that circle around the turtle's nest, made me think about why they weren't around anymore. And I read that their predators are raccoons and skunks, and we definitely have a lot of them around here now. I think it kind of goes in waves, but once in a while maybe some disease will come through and wipe them out, and they'll repopulate. But I can come out with the flashlight at night, I'll see one or two of them every night, either raccoons or skunks. And I also see, I think it's the skunks that dig all the holes looking for the grubs in the grass. I see a big area that's been chewed up pretty good, so that's probably why I'm not seeing any killdeer around anymore. Okay, I'm gonna jump on that trench and hopefully I can get something accomplished. I was able to finish the trench today. Come out pretty good considering I was working on it in between rainstorms. Definitely gonna have to put in some top dressing once this settles a little more. Now instead of just running out into the open swale here, it now ties in to the 12-inch culvert that is that's running across the front of the property, so that'll be better. I was thinking about a couple other ways I was saving money, and one of them is buying off-brand products. I guess it was a habit, but I never even considered buying them before. It was always, when I went to the store, I always grabbed the name brand things, and now I find that sometimes the off-brand tastes just as good as the name brand, and they're a lot cheaper. And that goes with other products too, like tools. Always wanted to get the best tools. You know, what guy doesn't? But sometimes if you consider that you're only going to use that tool once in a great while, that you can get by with one of lesser quality, and it'll probably still last you for your lifetime. So a couple other things to keep a little more money in your pocket, because we don't know how long this inflation is still going to hang on or even ramp up. Well, I hope you've all had a good day. I'm going to call it a day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.